We are live. Let's see. Next stream is tomorrow, which is going to be Friday the 13th of June. I was going to say that the class on Saturday is going to be at a different time. I think the class on Saturday is going to be at 5 p.m. UK time. But like that, I can fit it in. So it's just to let you know. So hi to everybody. Hi there to Dawit. Hi to Trust. Hi to Freddie. Hi to Habi. Hi to Manisco. Hi to Oksana. Hi to Patricia. And hi to Yuri. And I'm sure we will get more people as this goes on. Yeah, there were people in the buildings as well, and that we don't know. So, let's continue. Sentence transformations. So, I want to have fun and forget all my worries this weekend. So, hello Kelly, lovely to see you. So, I want to have fun and forget all my worries this weekend. White Stripes, lovely to see you. Yes, good Oksana, well done. 5 p.m. UK time on Saturday. It's a one-off. So, let's see. I want to have fun and forget my worries this weekend. I hope my connection is not too bad today. It doesn't look good at all. Okay, so I want to have fun and forget all my worries this weekend. That looks pretty good to me, Dawit. Well done, Javi. Good work, both of you. Thank you, fella Razakala. Put all my worries aside. I feel like putting. You're going to have to feel like ing, Yuri. Good, Julia. Well done. I feel as if. Doesn't work, White Stripes. I feel as if I were letting my hair down this weekend, but I'm not. I feel as if I were letting my hair down this weekend. Okay, feel good, Oksana. I want to let my hair down. That works very easily, Patricia. Feel like letting my hair down. Good, Kelly. Well done. Feel like putting all my worries aside this weekend. That sounds much better. I feel like vegging out this weekend. Hugh Walpole. I've definitely heard of him. I've not read him though. I feel like letting my hair down this weekend. I was very disappointed with the service. So we've got a nice idiom for this. I was very disappointed with the service. The word lot we need to include. Good. I feel like so trust. I feel like letting. Feel like ing. Well done, Hadi. Famous mostly for the Rogue Harry's books. Good, White Stripes. You have to let your hair down every day. It didn't live up to my expectations. Works very nicely, Yuri. Well done, Oksana. That's exactly what I was looking for. No, Julia, not was left. The service left a lot to be desired. Horace Walpole. Yes. Castle of Otranto. Okay, so the service left a lot to be desired. Welcome, Maurits. Left me cold. Hi, Vitali as well. You steal Oksana's. It's the right one. It's really good, Maurits. It's the one to use. Something leaves a lot to be desired. That's it, Julia. Well done, Julia. So the service left a lot to be desired. So a conditional. Are you unhappy because you rejected the offer? The service left a lot to be desired. Caused a lot of disappointment. Bad sisters. I've not seen Bad Sisters. So the service left a lot to be desired. To leave a lot to be desired. My English leaves a lot to be desired. Good English, Yuri. So you need a conditional here. The left, yeah, leaves a lot to be desired. Not fit for a purpose, not fit for purpose. The services left me with a lot of frustrations. Had you not rejected the offer? Well done, White Stripes. Well, okay, you still need the phrasal verb with down, but you've got the structure's perfect, White Stripes. Yeah, that's it. Turn down, exactly. To reject, to turn something down. It's better not to have to feel like you need to let your hair down in the first place. Yeah, that's a good comment as well. Had turning down the offer made you happy? So the services left a lot of frustration. But what about this? Had you not turned down the offer, would you have felt? Would you feel? No, you're right, Oksana. Definitely. Would you feel happy now? Had you not turned down the offer, would you feel happy now? You're absolutely right. Had you not rejected the offer, would you be happy? Good, Dawit. Had you not turned down the offer, would you be happy? Well done. It's a mixed conditional. Well done, Javi, as well. Had to put down the offer made you unhappy. So let's see. Would you have been happier had you not turned down the offer? Yes. Or would you be happier now? So had you not turned down the offer, would you... Pioneers of Gothic. I've read very, very little Gothic indeed. Anne Ratcliffe. She rings a bell. So, had you not turned down the offer, would you be happy? Hadn't you? You need had you not. When you've got this inversion for if, you can't use a contraction. Had you turned down the offer, would you have been happy? Had you turned down the offer, would you feel happy? Good, Julia. Would happy if you turned... So, hi Manu, lovely to see you. Early morning, Manu. Okay, let's continue. Would you have been, or would have you been? Would you have been? But it needs to be a present, so would you be? Would you have been is the correct order for what you're thinking though. Crime caused by drugs has increased steeply recently. Inversion for emphasizing or formality. Inversion meaning if. Had you not turned down the offer, would you feel happy? Good, Julia. Had you not turned down the offer, would you have been happier. Okay, the second half, with the way it was set up, needs to be present, but yes, that's okay, Manu. Mysteries Udolfo, a Sicilian romance. So crime caused by drugs has increased steeply recently, and I want a noun construction. Had I started English earlier, I would have been fluent by now. In drug-related crime, that's the bit I'm looking for. Well done, keyword. Well done, white stripes. Yes, your last answer was correct, Manu. There has been a massive uptick in drug-related crime. Good, Maurits. In drugs related to crime. No, it would be in crimes related to drugs. In crimes related to drugs. But what we're looking for is drug related crime. There's been a steep rise related to crime. Hi, Lionheart. There is precipitous growth in drug-related cases. Good don't trust. So there has been a steep increase in drug-related crime. The steep rise in crime is directly related to drugs. Okay, there's been a steep increase in drug-related to crime. So there's been a steep increase in drug-related crime. Drug-related crime. That's the bit for this. There's been a plethora of drug-related crime. That's good, Julia. So, although I didn't know anyone at the party, I had fun there. I had fun at the party. Could match meant to. A sharp increase in drug-related crime. Okay, despite it needs to be in the negative. Related to the intake of drugs, yes. Well done, Dawit. Well done, White Stripes. Well done, Habi. Well done, Maurits. Well done, Keyword. Good, well done, Kelly. Bien hecho. Despite knowing no one there. That works. Welcome, Elena. Despite my being a stranger to the attendance. Despite not knowing anyone there. Good, Julia. Despite not knowing anyone except my ex-wife. Hi, Mertens. Good to see you again. So I had fun at the party despite not being acquainted. You can't go despite I was. Despite not being acquainted with anyone there. Don't trust. Despite not knowing. Good. Despite knowing nobody. Haha, that's very good, Habi. Despite knowing nobody there. I like that answer. These lessons are very advanced. Yes, fella. I had fun at the party even though I did not know anyone there. Well done, Typhoon. Despite not knowing. Yes. Yasmin, lovely to see you. Despite knowing none of them. Good, Manu. Despite not having met anyone there. Yeah. Despite not knowing anyone at the party, I had a ball. I had fun at the party despite not knowing anyone there. Good, Yuri. Despite being a new kid on the block. So, I had fun at the party despite not knowing anyone there. But despite my physiognomy not being familiar to anyone, despite got me frozen for a sec, it's already one negation of not anyone. Or this was Hadi, or despite knowing no one there. Despite knowing no one there. Despite being a stranger. Jassoud, welcome Jassoud. I spent my time good at the party despite not knowing. So I had a good time. It's a kind of weird using both anyone and not, which are both negative. Yes. Despite being a stranger, even though I stood in a corner and talked to myself. Yes, I had a ball at the party playing with my ball. Okay, I keep on learning English despite making lots of mistakes. Good, Yuri. Despite the fact I crashed it. But crashing parties makes them a lot more fun. So, the two cars are very similar. Okay, this is an old chestnut. This one is a definite old chestnut. Physiognomy is the practice of judging a person's character or personality based on their facial features or the bumps on the head. Knowing not no one, not no one, yes. Well done, White Stripes. Albeit not knowing anyone there. Yes, you can, Mertens. Well done, White Stripes. So I had a good time at the party, albeit not knowing anyone there. It works, Mertens. There is hardly any difference. Well done, Hadi. Well done, Dawit. There was hardly. So, no, Philippe, because hardly already has a negative. Hardly any. There was almost no difference. There was hardly any. So normally, Philippe, hardly is negative. So hardly any. There's hardly any difference between the two cars. Good, Patricia. Hardly any difference between. Good. Well done, Maurits. There is hardly any difference between the two cars. That's good, Don't Trust. Well done. Okay, there's hardly any difference between the two of them. There is hardly any difference. Well done, Julia. There are hardly any distinctions. Hardly any, almost no. Exactly, Philippe. Exactly right. So he was arrested because they suspected he had committed bribery. There was hardly any difference. Hardly any. Almost no. Physiognomy can just mean appearance. Phrenology. Phrenology's the lumps, yes. About 1,000? Yeah. It's all in one file as well. It's about 10,000 lines. There's hardly, if at all, any difference. Very good, Vitali. Under suspicion of. No, I prefer Oksana's on. And I would say on the suspicion. I would just say on suspicion. So There are hardly any distinctions. There is hardly any distinction between. On the suspicion, I would say on suspicion of. He was under suspicion, but he was arrested on suspicion of. Hardly could I find any difference. Good, I like that, Manu. If there was positive adverb, we could say any in a positive way. Yes. Hardly follows inversion. Yes, Manu. So he was arrested on suspicion of. Hi Murtakan, on suspicion of. If you had fun at the party, it was precisely because you did not know anyone there. It's on suspicion of. Due to the... He was on suspicion of. On suspicion. Well done, Dawit. Well done, Maurits. On suspicion of. Good, Lionheart. He was arrested on suspicion of committing bribery. On suspicion of. He was under suspicion of having committed bribery. On the grounds of bribery. Yes, Patricia. Arrested on suspicion of, on grounds of, on suspicion of engaging in bribery. Yes. Under suspicion of having committed. Under suspicion of having committed. Okay, let's go for the next. On suspicion of having committed. Well done, Stefano. Is marriage something you would ever consider? Is marriage something you would ever consider? Entertain. Did you make any new friends? Very definitely. Would you ever entertain the idea? Yes, keyword. Would you like to entertain the idea? Under suspicion of having committed. Entertain the idea of getting. Yes, Vitali. Would you ever entertain... Not to. Would you ever entertain the idea? Habi. Would you ever entertain the thought of marriage? That works, Elena. Would you ever entertain the idea of getting married? Good, Philippe. Having said it, I came back again. Would you ever entertain getting married? Good, Dawit. Would you ever entertain the thought of getting married? Good, Maurits. Would you speculate on the idea? Speculate, no. Entertain the idea of getting. Good. Entertain being in a relationship, which once entered would convert your marital status to married. It works. Well done, White Stripes. Would you ever entertain the idea of getting married? Good. Well done. So would you ever entertain the... Hi, Nadia. The idea, the possibility of getting. Would you entertain, not with, would you entertain the idea, would you entertain the possibility? Would you like to entertain? Let's see, Oksana, if you said to me, would you like to entertain the possibility of getting married? That to me sounds like you're proposing to me. Yeah, would you like to entertain the possibility of getting married? This is a direct proposal. It's saying, would you think about marrying me? But would you ever entertain the possibility without the like? Yeah, would you? It doesn't mean necessarily to me. Have you ever entertained the idea of marriage? Depends with whom. With Prince Charming. But Prince Charming always turns out to be Prince Awful. Yeah, it's always that the prince turns out to be a frog. Would you ever consider getting married? Yes, that's the idea, Maurits. Would you ever be entertained with the idea of marriage? So entertained, it would make you laugh. Would you ever entertain daydreaming of getting married? Okay, Harry. Would you ever engage in entertaining the idea? I guess if you engage in entertaining the idea, you're lost in this daydream that Javi was talking about. I've been entertaining the idea of learning English quite a while. Okay, no, but it's a relationship, Elena. He was picked up on suspicion of bribery. I like that, picked up. He got his collar felt on suspicion of, is a good one. There's a huge difference. Yes, Oksana. Yeah, would you like to entertain? I'm asking you, would you like to entertain it? Would you consider it now? Hi, Susanta. Lovely to see you. It's been a while. So, continue. I couldn't participate in the match because I was injured. Could you imagine yourself getting married? I think that would work, Dawit. So, I couldn't participate in the match. There ain't a normal chick who doesn't entertain that idea. So I couldn't participate in the match because I was injured. My noun well done, keyword. Well done, Stefano. Put paid to my participation in the match. That's very nice, Yuri. I love your use of put paid. My picking up an injury put an unfortunate end to any part that I would have otherwise played in the match. Lovely white stripes. My taking part in the match was out of the question. Okay. My taking part in the match wasn't possible because I was injured. So, let's see. Yes, Julia. My injury prevented me from taking part. Good, Julia. My injury part. My injured part. That sounds like a certain organ. Left me out of participating. Doesn't work, Abby. My injury stopped me from taking part. So, my injury prevented me from taking part in the match. Okay, let's try the next one. My injury prevented my taking part in the match. That works very nicely, Elena. My injury revoked me. You revoke permission, trust. My injury stopped me from taking part. Good, you, Vitali. My injury, my participation. It's okay, yeah. Prevented my participation in the match. Okay. My injury eliminated my part from the match. Injury prevented me from taking part. That's very good. Well done, Maurits. It needs to be prevented. You can't use avoided. I could not participate in the match, sadly. My injury left me only with an option of entertaining the idea of playing in the match. Okay, last one for today then, ladies and gentlemen. Even though the car is expensive, I want to buy it. I changed the way part was used in your answer. Yes, you did White Stripes, and it worked very nicely. So, my injury prevented me from taking part in the match. Perfect, Patricia. Exactly. Well done, White Stripes. Good, Harry. Good, Maurits. I'd want to add a but there, Yuri. Expensive this car may be, but I want to buy it. Expensive as it might be. Good, Kelly. Well done, Kelly. My injury prevented me from doing my part in the match. Good, Elena. Expensive though the car is. Yeah, I want to buy it. Though it might be. Good, Maurits. Expensive though the car is. Yes, Julia. Expensive as it is. Yes, Stefano. No matter how expensive it might be, I want to buy it. Good, Susanta. I'm splashing out for that car, no matter what. Expensive as the car is. Yeah, that works nicely as well, Elena. Expensive though it is. Yes, Dawit, definitely. Though the car may be. Yes, Lionheart. Expensive though the car could be, I want to buy it. Though it might be. Good, Nadia. So, next stream is tomorrow, which is Friday, the 13th of February at 1 p.m. UK time. It costs an arm and a leg and maybe a kidney. Be it as it may, I'm buying the car. However expensive the car may be, I want to buy it. Yes, it works, Hadi. Hard as it might be, I'm learning English to a level of a native speaker anyway. Good, Yuri. Expensive though the car might be, I'm hell-bent on buying it. That's good as well. So, the other comment is the stream on Saturday. The stream on Saturday is at 5 p.m. UK time. So stream on Saturday 14th of June. Thank you all for coming. It's been great having you all. So take care all of you, and I hope to see you soon. It's been great having you. Thank you, Jasur. Yeah, this is June. We're definitely in June. Who's bringing the salt tomorrow? So Maurits, did you know that in Spain it's